There are many regular viewers who watch our stories but haven't subscribed to the channel. If you are also one of those 85%, then quickly hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon for notifications of the latest thrilling crime stories. On the evening of June 6, 2024, Renukaswamy was very happy because he had been invited to meet his hero and the popular film actor Darshan personally in Bangalore. However, he did not know it would turn out to be the worst day of his life. It all started the evening before. On June 5th, Renukaswamy, residing in a small town of Tanata, was smiling like a little child. Engrossed in his phone, instead of focusing on his work at the pharmacy, the reason behind his smile was the promotional reel of the challenging superstar Darshan's super hit film Katira, running on a social media app. A few months ago, Katira made more than 200 crore rupees at the box office. Renukaswamy had been a huge fan of Darshan since childhood and considered him his god. Just as his favorite scene came up in the reel, his phone rang. Swamy got very angry when the phone kept ringing repeatedly, so he picked it up, and what he heard on the other side changed his life forever, because it was Raghavendra, the president of Darshan's biggest fan club. He told him that Darshan is very happy with Swamy and wants to meet him personally. On hearing this, Swamy went crazy with joy. Before he could even process this good news, they gave him an address and asked him to come there. Was calm. He dropped everything and set off for that place, but pre-Sedios was Chandrat Ai. But before he could reach, a bike stopped in front of his car. On the bike was Raghavendra with another man. They asked him to come with them and told him that they would take him a short distance to a parked minivan to meet Darshan in Bangalore. Swamy got into the van with them. In Bangalore, the minivan stopped outside a plot. As soon as Swamy stepped out, his eyes searched for his idol, Darshan. But then, a heavy blow struck the back of his head before he could react, and Raghavendra, along with his companion, started beating Swamy brutally. He couldn't understand anything, and then they locked him up and started giving him electric shocks. They tortured him mercilessly for hours. His condition became so bad that he couldn't even open his eyes. Just then, Darshan appeared before him, and he couldn't believe that his idol was standing in front of him. A glimmer of hope appeared in his mind that his idol would save him. But instead of saving him, Darshan came up to him and started beating him with his belt, demanding that he apologize to Pavitra. The moment Swamy heard the name Pavitra, he understood everything. Just then, Pavitra herself arrived, and both Darshan and Pavitra continued with Swamy. The death of an was ruthlessly affected. Swamy kept screaming in pain, and his entire body was covered in blood from the injuries. But Darshan and Pavitra still did not stop. Swamy already hated Pavitra, and this conspiracy drove him mad with anger. Even while being beaten, he was pleading with Darshan to leave Pavitra.
Yes, definitely.
Hearing this enraged him, and he started giving him electric shocks.
Then in philosophy,
He burnt himself with a cigarette and slammed his head against the wall multiple times. Pavitra also kept encouraging Darshan.
Once, his head was slammed hard against the wall. Pavitra also kept provoking Darshan, and they didn't stop until Swamy was dead. Something that no one was prepared for. A few months ago, on the 24th of January, Pavitra made a post on Instagram. In this post, she shared photos of herself, Darshan, and her daughter, with a caption celebrating their 10 years together. But for Swamy, just like the other fans of Dhruva, this was Pavitra's conspiracy to defame their star. Dhruva was the heartbeat of millions in Karnataka and their favorite challenging superstar. A perfect hero. Any problem in his life became a personal problem for each of his fans. While Darshan's professional life was going very well, for the past 10 years, he had been facing many problems in his personal life. Darshan got married to actress Vijayalakshmi in the year 2000, and they also had a son. Although, according to his fans, they were the world's most perfect couple. But in reality, Vijayalakshmi filed complaints against Darshan for assaulting her, burning her with cigarettes, and engaging in objectionable behavior. Not only that, there were also complaints against Darshan for making his manager disappear. Complaints of drunk driving and physically assaulting a waiter were also filed. However, rebellious fans of Swamy and Darshan continued to support their challenging superstar.
No one looked bad.
According to them, all these were just rumors, and Vijayalakshmi was distancing herself from Darshan only because of Pavitra, which is why she made those complaints in anger. Pavitra met Darshan 10 years ago on a film set when she had gone there looking for work as an aspiring actress. She didn't get any work, but she and Darshan started getting closer to each other. After 2016, rumors of their affair spread everywhere. The increasing complaints against Darshan and the insults he faced were intolerable to his fans. Renukaswamy, who was crazy about Darshan, he started hating Pavitra, and when she posted on January 24th, 2024, he went mad. He relentlessly sent Pavitra filthy, abusive messages, deadly death threats, and began sending her obscene pictures of himself. Pavitra was receiving hate from many people, but Swamy's messages were extremely vile. When Swamy did not stop, even after Pavitra's warning, she shared this with Darshan. Upon reading those messages, Darshan was furious, deciding he had to teach his crazy fan a lesson. Darshan always depended on his fans. Even when he got into controversies before, their protests had given him a lot of support. This time too, without getting his hands dirty, instead of involving some gangster,
he is watching on his own
he
biggest.
talked to Raghavendra, the president of the fan association, because he knew that his fans would never betray him. He made a plan with them to bring Swamy from Chitradurga to Bangalore and torture him. He also gave them 3 million for this. Raghavendra agreed to everything Darshan said, and with the help of Darshan's fans, did exactly what Darshan wanted. But what Darshan and Pavitra did with Renukaswamy afterward, even they weren't prepared for it. The original plan was to teach Renukaswamy a lesson he would never forget. But due to the torture what Darshan and Pavitra did to Renukaswamy, they were not prepared for that
They went to their death right there.
None of them were prepared for his death, and they all started to panic and disposed of Swamy's body in a drain in Bangalore. This
for them.
was not the only mistake, as on the morning of June 9th, a delivery boy discovered Swamy's body. The complaint about Swamy's disappearance was already with the Karnataka police. They found his body in a burnt condition. His body also had 15 fatal injury marks. The police, upon seeing this, fully committed themselves to finding his killer. Before they could find anyone, the next morning on the 10th of June, 3 people who had picked Swamy up from his city surrendered themselves at the police station and confessed to killing Swamy. The police found this hard to digest completely, because according to Swamy's family, Swamy had never gone to Bangalore, and he didn't know anyone there. The police interrogated the 3 of them and kept pressuring them to reveal the real murder motive. Eventually, one of them broke down and confessed the whole truth about Darshan to the police. They checked all the call records and read all the messages and calls with Darshan and Swamy, which they were making using SIMs registered under different names. The police decided to arrest Darshan, Pavitra, and their other accomplices. But Darshan's fans could not believe this news. When Darshan was brought to the police station, thousands of his fans gathered there to protest. And the police were compelled
Had to resort to a baton charge.
There is currently a case in court against Darshan, Pavitra, and all their associates for the murder, kidnapping, and torture of Renukaswamy.
Amidst all this, a recently viral video shows Darshan, despite being accused of murder, sitting calmly in jail and smoking a cigarette. Meanwhile, Swamy's widow and family members are wandering everywhere seeking justice for his death. Whom do you think is at fault here? The fan who went crazy for a superstar, or the superstar who got so angry that he ended up taking his fan's life? Please do let us know in the comments. And if you found this case story interesting, quickly subscribe to the Crime Show by Koni Vande.